How do you think the world, our universe came into existence?
How do you believe the world was created?
Why do you think the world was created?
That's a difficult question, huh?
Well, it's hard to say.
Science, I guess, like evolution.
What was the question again?
Everybody's been trying to answer that question for years. I personally don't know why. I mean, it's just here. I mean, I don't know. I never really gave that much thought, honestly.
I do believe God made the world. However, I do have my views on evolution. There was a process in it, but I believe that God was a part of it.
Oh, I believe in God, and I think He is the one who created everything.
I think that God created the world, and everything in it. There's no exception in that.
Oh, God, that was God breathed. God did it.
God breathed?
Yeah, He did.
I think God created the world. Whether it was in 7 days or not, I don't think it matters.
The world was created for God to have a place of followers.
I don't know, just for people to live and experience life and develop.
I believe that He created the world so we could dwell in Him, and creating not only us, but creating followers for Him.
Do you believe in any evidence for this, or is it all faith-based?
Yeah, it is. It's faith-based to me, but I don't believe you can get something from nothing. So I think even Stephen Hawking said that you can't get something from nothing.
Exactly.
So it makes sense to me that God, it was appointed by Him. We didn't just come out of a big bang. I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, because if you don't got faith, you don't got how they say, anything to live. I believe your life become boring, and you don't look for any future.
Yeah. Do you believe in the Big Bang Theory, or an intelligent design, or just maybe it was always here?
It's just very hard to find evidence. The farthest we've gone is probably about what the dinosaurs age. But anything further than that, we can't really know for sure. I don't think there was a reason why it was created. I think it was just by lucky, it was chance.
Mine that He didn't create it, because I know He did. Heavily explains that in Genesis. So as far as the scientific or the atheist belief that it was the Big Bang Theory and science, I'm not a believer in that.
Well, in terms of the only other option, evolution, I don't think that's plausible in any way at all. And I believe that the Bible is true.
It was created in the right spot with all the right environment.
I don't think it was. It's a little hard to believe that, but God's days are different than our days. So I don't think we have the same calendar, obviously.
7 time periods, or 6 time
perhaps,
periods.
yeah, that would make more sense to me.
I mean, some people might say those are just 7 time frames. I don't think it matters, really. We are where we are. I don't think what happened however long ago matters or affects us at all. Either way, God did it, and here we are.
Okay, so based on what you believe, why do you believe that? Have you seen any evidence in your lifetime, or is it just something you were taught and you decided to stick with it?
Just from what I've just, learned in school, and I just don't really believe in anything else.
After everything that I was taught, because I transferred to a public high school my junior year, so once I was able to see a different side of everything and not just have the religion side thrown at me, I was just like, wow, okay, this made a lot more sense, because I was given science textbooks and not religion textbooks, and that just made a lot more sense to me than, okay, well, yeah, He did this in 6 days, and there you go. That's just the way things are.
For me, it's always been what I was taught, and I was always raised, like I said, Catholic. But however, as I grew older and then going through college and all that, I learned that there are some scientific evidence, and I choose to believe in both. I choose to believe that there is meaning to it, and there's also scientific answers to it as well.
Nobody really talked about maybe religion, about how that brought the world into existence. It's just what I learned from when I was young.
If you look at the Amazon, if you look at the canyons, if you look at anything really, big or small, you wonder like how can that even be created? I know there's biological reasons why, and there's many theories, but really they go undiscovered.
I mean, I read a lot, so I just prefer facts than theory. I like something that can be proven. I don't want to just say, oh, well, this is how it is. Okay, take it. Yeah, no, I prefer seeing it and believing it.
And so you believe God created the world. Why do you think he created it? Like its purpose, maybe?
Well, because, got some purpose, but we don't know what is.
As far as why I believe it, I think that when John wrote it, I felt like it's a true, I guess you could say like a true claimer of what's to come. And I feel that it's very important that we stick to that.
Well, we're to be stewards over the earth, so we're to watch over, take care of the earth and the animals and everything. I think he made us just below the angels, right?
Yeah.
So we're to be stewards. We're to take care of it.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe the world was created specifically for a purpose, and that purpose being for God, that we don't really know what it is. It's greater than what we can imagine.
What will become of the world someday?
As far as prophecy expressed in Revelation, I believe that Jesus will come again, and followers of his will be reclaimed. Non-followers or followers or people who just don't know Jesus will be left on earth, and then that's where it comes to the whole judgment day.
Why was the world created for us humans?
It was created because, or to show us the immense power of God, to show us that the beauty, the creativity, you can say. Like really, there's no explanation on how something like that could be made.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we do have a responsibility in taking care of the earth. If you notice, it's people, and people are the ones who aren't able to adapt to their environment. Animals that, you know, they're capable of adapting, but we're not. We form the environment to us so that it fits our needs.
Just create things with what we have. I mean, humans are the most, I guess, developed creature.
Yeah.
Like, we can actually do things. Just use our powers to the full potential.
To show humans that really it was created for us. And how God, and for God to show his greatness on the earth.
There's just looking around, you can go outside. There's so much intricate design. There's so much intricate design in us, DNA. How the sun is like perfect from Earth. It's just right. If we can stand outside and just step back and just say, wow, I think that's a reason that God created it, for us to just acknowledge him, and then from that go to him and say that he is the one and only creator.
I believe purpose-wise, it was created to give us a place to live and to glorify him. I think everything goes back to glorifying God.
How do you think the world was created?
By God.
By God? Okay.
By his word. He spoke it into existence.
Why do you think that?
Because there has to be an intelligent designer behind all this. I believe the purpose of the world is so we can be in a relationship with one another, and God designed to be in relationship with us individually, to have relationship with us one-on-one. I think there's things out there, universe-wise, that God created that we don't even get to experience just because his creation is so great. I think it all started from him. Obviously, we were created by our mom and dads, but the design was by him because of the way we were created. Nobody can sustain this on our own. Our body, the way it operates, the way it functions, our blood cells, our DNA, all that.
So you can see the fingerprints kind of.
I see the design is an intelligent design, regardless that we were created by our mother and father.